when the world stopped for this.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, it's been 46 years, can you believe it, since that moment. And believe it or not, you can actually purchase a piece of land on the moon. Boy, how times have changed. To tell us how we're joined by Chris Lamar from the Lunar Embassy. Chris, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for having me on the show.
The Lunar Embassy. This is remarkable stuff. This is solid and credible. You came up with the idea, the research says, in San Francisco during the 60s.
No. So actually, Dr. Dennis Hope is the actual land owner for the celestial bodies in the solar system. It was 1980 where he was concerned with the acquisition of property and the rules around the acquisition of property. And he was sitting at a stoplight one night and looked out his windshield, and the full moon was staring right at him. And he had sort of an epiphany. He remembered the college research that he had done on pioneering rules around the world, different countries around the world, and their let's call it acts in which pioneers expanding populations, moving outward throughout the country, and how they handled the claiming of lands for those pioneers. The Homestead Act here in America would be a good example of that one. And so he started doing some more research, and what he found was that many countries around the world have a very similar approach to the claiming of previously unclaimed lands. And so he took this as an obvious global precedence for how to approach this situation, and then went and filed a claim of ownership for the moon of Earth, the other 8 planets in our solar system, and their moons. He then wrote a letter to the United Nations, the United States government, and the Soviet government, informed them of his claim and his intention to subdivide and sell. And if anyone should have a problem, to get a hold of him. That was 35 years ago, and we've just a little bit over 5 million landowners at this point.
Yeah, far out. See, this is a serious thing, as I understand it. I mean, there's a galactic government that's been set up, a constitution, there's a lunar currency, there's an embassy. I mean, are you sure you haven't been taking in too many cosmic rays, brother?
Oh, I'm positive. I'm positive.
Sure?
It was originally Dr. Hope's dream to provide a methodology for which individuals could secure ownership on these bodies before corporations came in and decided how to divide it up amongst themselves.
It's just like Scientology.
Only totally different.
Now, this is no joke. You have sold, and you're very cool, you sold 611 million acres. It's a $30 investment for a piece of this land. You can buy the best view on Earth, or of Earth. The White House puts it at around $3 billion a round trip to the moon and back. That's $3 billion and $30, and you get this view. It's unbelievable.
That's correct.
What else can I...
And, you know, one of the things is that this conversation is going to be directly on the table, give 50, 60 years. We're going to be talking about this in great detail and great length. And so Dr. Hope was just the one who brought the conversation to the table much earlier.
I am pumped up about all this, let me tell you. It's right up my alley, my friend. You know, here's the thing, though. We actually have to get there, in all honesty, don't we? It's 275 degrees on the sunny side. It's minus 273 degrees in the shade. But there's something for everyone there, isn't there? There
is, and there's quite a bit to be said for the mineral rights that are associated with the properties as well.
Agree. Again, getting the stuff back would be the issue, and how much it's going to, how much that's going to cost. You're also selling other parts of the solar system. So I hear property in Mercury is rising.
It is. Yeah, we currently sell property on Mercury, Venus, the moon of Earth, Mars, and the moon Io.
How's Uranus selling?
Uranus, unfortunately, is not mapped clearly enough to subdivide.
It's like a black hole there.
Kind of.
Oh man, you guys are trippy. I love this, but I'm gonna talk to you off air and buy myself and buy one lucky today show viewer a piece of that land. It's very cool. Thank you for helping us think outside the square and outside the boring normal stuff that we normally have to deal with. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Wow.
Golly.
It's like far out, man.
It totally is.
Oh, that's my kind of guy.
Gee, don't you miss the 60s?
Mm.
Do you think he was talking out Uranus? Maybe not.